It's not like a boss and artist relationship, it's like a big brother to a younger brother relationship, and he's a great guy. So big shout out to Akon and the Convict Music crowd. I had an older brother, an older sister and a younger brother, and though I look back fondly on my childhood, I think that when you've got 4 siblings sharing the same resources and a single kid's bathroom, it's going to get a little tense at times. I knew some people at my school who were squatters, and my younger brother was a squatter. I knew those guys, those were the people who said the Russians were the good guys and the Americans were bad. But I was the guy who went to the disco. When I was training, I trained with my younger brother Brady. I would wrestle some of my friends, who I had grown up with, which showed me some moves, but it was never a full-on match. When I went to competitions, there were other girls, so I always wrestled girls. As a younger brother, you look up to your sister. For The Haunting Hour, I thought it would be a lot of fun. It was great to play this cool kid role. My episode is called The Intruders and my character is this mean, angry teenager because her younger brother was just born and he gets all of the attention. She's always playing tricks on her family, and there are some cool twists. I got to play with my older brother in high school and college, and I played with my younger brother in high school and college, so I kind of get to do everything, so it was really pretty sweet. I am very proud to have the strongest brother in the world. We helped each other. I want to say thank you very much, brother, for everything what you did for me and your support. Younger brother, I'm more than sure you will also be here. There's an Inuit myth about the origin of the human race. There were 2 brothers, and the younger brother eventually gets changed into a woman. And that's how humans reproduced. And I thought, how could I really understand that? I went to school like everyone else, but I hated it, and I always had a lot of problems. Even my younger brother Guglielmo is the same way. We can't stay cooped up in a room for hours, listening. I only went into a gym by accident. My mom couldn't get a babysitter and wanted to do aerobics, so she took me and Curtis, my younger brother, down to the gym. There was an after-school boxing class on with some of the kids from school. There weren't any other girls there, but I didn't mind. I loved it. Naturally, when you're a younger brother with 2 older brothers, I mean, they're going to beat on you, and they're going to make you, you're going to grow up differently. You're going to turn into a little animal. I am the middle child with an older and younger brother. My younger brother ended up the British chess champion 10 times, a record. I dropped out of school after my 10th standard, but both my elder brother and younger brother are highly educated. I started karate in middle school when my parents wanted me to babysit my younger brother. He was a little troublemaker, so they wanted me to make sure the class was going okay. I ended up being way more into it than my brother. I always loved music, it was always in the house, and my younger brother is musical, too. My mom had me at a young age, like 20, and she was the oldest child. All her brothers were 7 and 10, so I was like a younger brother more so than the oldest child. I was the younger brother to all my uncles, so they were going through their childhood and their teenage years, and I was right there. I have a younger brother and sister who actually play in my band, and we were always into Disney music, big time. The first time I heard myself sing was when I recorded myself singing a Disney song. I remember it because it was awful, and I didn't expect to hear that. I think it was A Whole New World from Aladdin. Everyone loved my father. He was so nice that people took advantage of him. We were lower middle class. I slept in the hallway on a cot that rolled away during the day, and my younger brother and sister slept in my parents' room. My goal as a kid was to someday have my own room and to own a car, and I wanted to be able to take care of my parents. I feel like I'm really blessed and lucky that I have a very good social life outside of the gym, and I have a really amazing family. My parents are so supportive. I have a younger brother and 2 younger sisters, and they're really awesome. So I feel like I get the best of both worlds. We grew up in a nice house in a very middle-class area in Bolton and had a very happy childhood. My mom, Falak, who was also brought over from Pakistan by her parents as a kid, devoted herself to bringing up me and my younger brother and sister, Haroon and Tabinda, and my elder sister Mariah. As the younger brother, I think you always have crushes on your older brother's girlfriends. I have a younger brother. I've got 2 brothers. One's older, the artist, and then my younger brother is an ecological economist, a farmer. In Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis has the responsibility of protecting Gotham City, as well as maintaining a home and social life. He's also got a single mom and a pesky younger brother, which young kids will relate to. My younger brother and I have been writing together, mainly for fun, for years, but we've been improvising together since we were kids, literally. I had 8 brothers and sisters. Every Christmas my younger brother Bobby would wake up extra early and open everybody's presents, so by the time the rest of us got up, all the gifts were shredded, ribbons off, torn open and thrown aside. There are co-ed schools in Saudi, but those are American or British. My dad, of course, believed in the good old CBSE Indian school system, and thus, my younger brother Ishmeet and I were put in an all-boys CBSE school. My mother could move out only if she wore a burqa. I write for kids because I think the most interesting, and most humorous, stories come from people's childhoods. When I was writing Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I had a blast talking on the phone to my younger brother, Patrick, remembering all of the things that happened to our family when we were growing up. The short story is still like the novel's wayward younger brother. We know that it's not respectable, but I think that can also add to the glory of it. I have 3 brothers and a sister, 1 older and 3 younger. My oldest brother Danny plays Hyde on That 70s Show, and my younger brother Jordan and my sister Alana act as well, so we're a bit of an acting family. My dad was a fiercely funny guy, and he and his brother would get on runs, so my younger brother and I were basically mimicking them when we started goofing off. As I have discovered by examining my past, I started out as a child. Coincidentally, so did my brother. My mother did not put all her eggs in one basket, so to speak. She gave me a younger brother named Russell, who taught me what was meant by survival of the fittest. When you're the younger brother, usually it's not that common that you're having these experiences that your older brother is in awe of. I'm the daughter of 2 Indian immigrant doctors, and I have an older sister and younger brother, and none of us have pursued medicine as a career. We're all over the artistic side of things. I have 3 siblings. My sister makes music. My older brother is a classical conductor, and my younger brother is a mixing engineer. When the head of the Hyundai Motor Company, Chung Mong-koo, was fighting with his younger brother Chung Mong-hun over the company's management, he is said to have consulted a fortune teller. My mother grew up strong. She was a charismatic leader among her peers, staging plays, organizing projects, raising money for charity. She was fiercely protective of her younger brother, with whom she shared a passion for jazz and rock and roll. I was a high school senior and home alone one night with my younger brother, and a gunman, kicked in our front door at our home in New Jersey and held the 2 of us captive. We escaped. He caught us again. We escaped again. So, a pretty horrific experience. Daniel, my big brother, is 8 years older. I'm lucky he didn't mind hanging out with his little sister and my younger brother. I had an older brother who passed away recently, an older sister and a younger brother. My younger brother will remember that he received a transistor radio for Christmas. I took it apart and it never worked again. I have always been a mother. When I was kid, I mothered my younger brother. I mothered my parents and even my boyfriends. I created the Women's Federation for World Peace in order to restore all that woman originally lost. You American women don't need a man in the position of grandfather, parents, husband, elder or younger brother. You only need the true Adam. I have 2 brothers that are musicians. My older brother, Yuval, is a saxophone player. My younger brother, Avishai, is a trumpet player. My younger brother is a decorated combat veteran and was a platoon leader in Iraq. I have a disgracefully sweet tooth. My younger brother and I, all we care about are puddings. You can keep your smoked salmon and caviar. I grew up with a sister and a younger brother in a house where every evening was spent performing a dance routine in front of our parents with my sister. Mom spent the time that she was supposed to be a kid actually raising children, her younger brother and younger sister. She was tough as nails and did not suffer fools at all. And the truth was she could not afford to. She spoke the truth, bluntly, directly, and without much varnish. I am her son. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.